Phantoms have dropped their home game against the Hull Seahawks, 6-5, a overtime winner for the Seahawks, scored by Emil Svek. But I'm delighted to be joined by Captain Luke Ferrara. Scored 2 goals tonight, Luke. Close, but in the end just wasn't to be.
Yeah, good summary. I actually think we played really well. I think probably on the night maybe deserved the 2 points, but yeah, things don't go your way. Maybe things we can't control don't go our way, and then yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think it's good that we played a full 60 minutes, well, longer because it went into overtime, and then they have 4 top players there in overtime, so it's always going to be tough once they got that power play.
You can see why they're riding high in the league, 4th before tonight. They're strong, they stay you down, and their special teams is good. And I think one of the things I would take away from tonight's game is, despite the fact that their penalty killing and their power play stats slightly higher than ours, we've scored on the power play and kept their penalties out as well.
Yeah, I actually think, I can't remember, I think last interview I said, since probably Christmas, New Year's onwards, I think our special teams have kept us in and won us a lot of games. We've been really, really good. I think our percentage isn't great because it didn't start great, but it's definitely on the way up. And I think when we've played that team, we've matched them really well, especially on special teams. But yeah, like I said, you give them enough chances on a power play, they're eventually going to get 1 or 2. So it's trying to play a disciplined game against them and then make the most of our chances when we get them.
And of course, if you are going to take a penalty, 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go in overtime, it's a tough one. That Brad's taken a penalty, and Svek, who I thought had a quiet night, eventually he's going to score, isn't he? So
I mean, that's what he does in that spot on a power play. That's why they've signed him. But again, I'm not going to say too much. But if you're going to call a penalty in overtime, it has to be worthwhile or an obvious call, or stopping a shooting chance or a goal scoring chance. I just don't agree with calling a penalty on a 50-50 puck battle in the corner, which then decides the game. But obviously I'm not paid to make those decisions.
No.
So,
and I guess if it was at the other end, we might have said
yeah,
it was a penalty.
And that's how it goes. So I'm sure we've had some go our way, and I'm sure we'll have some go against us still. It's still a long season.
They were 4th, we were 6th. It's a point. We always come for home games expecting to get 2. Form in the rink is good. You know, home form is really good. But with that point tonight, the victory against the Bees kind of rights 1 or 2 wrongs from the weekend before, where we dropped the 2 games against Romford and Telford.
Yeah, I think we were just, for some reason, defensively not good enough over that weekend, over both of those games. We just seemed a little bit disjointed, and obviously we worked on that well enough for Thursday. We didn't let one in, and then we kept, like you said, we kept them to limited chances compared to what I think they're used to. They scored a lot of goals yesterday, so yeah, I think offensively we've been playing pretty good. We just needed to tighten up on D, and we did that. Yeah,
well, look, congratulations on the point. A couple of goals for yourself, a little bit of rhythm for yourself now. I think last couple of games have been good.
Yeah, feeling good. Just like I said, we've got injuries and illnesses and whatever going on, so it's just trying to turn up and play as hard as you can when you get
Having
here.
watched this team for quite a lot of years, it's February.
Yeah.
I've done an interview in February where we haven't got injuries.
Exactly,
and,
it's to be expected.
You know, it's to be expected. Single game next week against Bristol, then a midweek game again. So we look forward to those. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much.